and he overhears a design student called Carolyn Davidson saying she's a skier and she can't afford to buy books and everything, and he offers her a job, and she eventually designs the Nike swoosh, which Phil Knight doesn't like very much. There's a great quote here. He says, when I saw the design, I frowned and scratched my cheek, saying to my colleagues, you guys like it more than I do, but we're out of time, so it will have to do. It's now the most valuable brand in sports,
and that poor
anywhere in
got
the world.
A flat. I wonder if he's looked after over the years.
So she got $35 to do that, which in current dollars is $217. But in 1983, in a presentation ceremony, he gave her $1 million
book token.
Yeah.
The TalkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yeah, here we go then. Clips of the week. And with Alan off, it was difficult. We won't pretend it wasn't. But our old mate Jim White stepped up. God bless him. We needed a Scotsman, and he was there. And we'll start with Jim, who had Harry Winks in the studio. And we were slightly surprised by his first question to the Spurs midfielder.
Harry Winks, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Oh, Harry, it's great to have you on board. You're a Coldplay fan.
I am.
There we are.
It's got to do with anything.
That was an interesting question. But we established his musical taste, first and foremost.
Yeah, I might try that with all our guests. I'm going to ask them if they're a
Coldplay fan.
Let's cross to our Formula One correspondent now, Sarah Duffy.
Lewis Hamilton has been demoted to 5th for tomorrow's Formula One Austrian Grand Prix. The Mercedes driver was found guilty of blocking Kimi Räikkönen.
Who?
Yeah, the Mercedes driver.
I love Mercedes.
Yeah. Our Formula One correspondent there. This is Breakfast with Laura Woods and Ray Parlour, who were joined by UFC's Nathaniel Wood.
I'm just looking at the undercard as well, and I think that, Ray, you wanted to ask about this, didn't you?
Well, there's some good undercard. England's Arnold Allen and Wales' Jack Marshman.
Yes.
There you go. A man of few words, Nathaniel, basically confirming one of those bouts on the undercard.
Ray mentioning those two blokes he's obviously never heard of in his life.
Wouldn't know him from a bar of soap, would he? Let's be honest.
Those Matchroom boys, they've got their finger in a lot of pies, haven't they?
They certainly have.
And Joe Marler's the shock name in Eddie Hearn's 35-man England World Cup training squad.
Since when did Eddie Hearn start picking England Rugby's World Cup training squad?
Old squad.
Pushing it a bit, isn't it? Fisherman's Blues host Nigel Botherwain now name-checking a friend.
One message already this morning from my salmon fishing mentor Nathan Jubb, who's out fishing. Instead of salmon, he's down at Marlmead Fishery at Tavistock in Devon, trying to catch a catfish with his son Oliver and his nephew Lee.
Well, I think they probably would have preferred maggots to catfish, wouldn't they? But you take the bait you can get, didn't you? I don't know if they're going to like son Oliver. Of course not. It's just a play on words.
Back to Jim now with the TalkSPORT segue of the week.
Of course, fought Tyson, fought Klitschko. Jake Robson has done neither of those things, but what he is doing this morning is bringing us the latest on the cricket.
Nice segue. Yeah, although
Sort of.
This pushed it a close second with a gear change worthy of the One Show.
Do you smoke and you think, what the hell's wrong with it? You know, I would expect to be kissed, smoking or not. There you go, Bob. I'm glad you've given up. Philip Cocu is in at Derby County.
Whoop. Right through the gears there.
Nothing to do with anything. On to Goffey now, and we think he would have been brilliant in the Carry On films.
Well, what a combination, actually. I think he actually makes Wimbledon. Andy Murray and Serena Williams, what a pair.
Come on, is that Bernard Breslau could have said that? Couldn't he?
Fair enough, yeah, I'll bring it back.
And in a similar vein, this is Toby Gillies talking tennis.
At Wimbledon, Joe Conter is through to the third round, joining fellow Brits Harriet Dart and Dan Evans there. Roger Federer, though, has just knocked another one out.
Slightly better turn of phrase he could have come up with there,
couldn't it?
Toby.
Dean Saunders on Breakfast now, leaping to the defence of Welsh cricket.
Or half a sheep.
Well, how many Welsh players are playing?
There's been loads of Welsh players. Hugh Morris played. Robert Crofty.
Right.
Loads.
Yeah, just the two there.
Simon Jones, he's off the Christmas card list, clearly, you would think.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, next, staying with cricket, here's TalkSPORT's James Lure.
The defender has rejoined the club after he was released by Everton. And David Gower has told TalkSPORT he believes England are peaking at the right time.
David Gower, he'd be in Carry On Cricket with Goffey, wouldn't he? Definitely David Gower.
Back to Fisherman's Blues now, and a great recovery from one of Nigel's guests.
that whole week was just amazing, and I just want to give a really, really big shout out to the ladies.
Well, I say recovery.
It wasn't really.
She didn't really recover at all, did she? It was just
sounded like a poor shout out.
Yeah, it's just a really poor shout out.
Well, there you go.
And finally, back to Jim White, talking UFC.
Amazing. I mean, fought back in March, I think, lost to Kevin Williams. Tell me more.
Look, it wasn't much to work with, but we thought, why not, as Big Alan would say. Why don't we let Jim sing us into the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Summer days drifting away to the summer nights.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
If you get very far.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Jim in his leather jacket, hair swept back, looking the part. Thank you to everybody who suggested clips this week. Gary Kitley, Adrian Hollins, OJ, Arnold Anderson, Maddie Gaskar. Oh, yeah, of course. Ian Herbert, Mark Cubitt. I like to cubic.
I think it was Ian Lambert, actually.
Okay, right, fair enough. Terrible. Rufus's terrible handwriting. Sorry, not our fault, Ian. Mark Cubitt, Eric A. Blair, Ant Istamine. Oh, for goodness sake. Bobby McNeil, Paul Ev, Steve Farmer, Johnny Utah, Ruthless, and Kay Serrar. If you hear a clip on talkSPORT over the next 7 days.
On tonight's game, this is from Alan, says, good luck to the Lionesses in the semi-final tonight. My daughter now wants to be Ellen White. That's what you've done, made role models. Let's talk to a great role model of the women's game. Over 120 games for England, over 150 for us as well. Rachel Yankee. Rachel, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And what a fantastic news about your daughter. That's brilliant to hear.
Well, no, I'd say it's not my daughter. I haven't got any kids yet, Rachel.
Sorry. Anyhow.